Hi, this is Sherri. I'm coming at you for Angel's Whisper, and we are inside my suite. Let you guys take a look around. This is where we're at. I got my computer here because I have to talk to you about the animal totems. It's late. I'm really super tired. Been a really rough day, but I have to get this done. So I thought I'll just do this. So bear with me if I'm a little bit less than exuberant. The first animal totem I wanted to talk to you about was because I was at the beach yesterday and we had the pelicans flying above, and I spoke about the pelicans in a video, but I didn't really go into the seagull. And the seagull kept kind of flying above, and I kept saying, "Yeah, there's Jonathan Livingston's seagull flying," and freedom is what I spoke of, but there's a lot more. So I'm actually going to be looking. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys just. I guess I'm going to have you. I don't know what I'm going to have you do. I don't know what's to look at. I guess you'll have to look at me while I look at the screen. Sorry, I don't know how else to do this in here. So basically the seagull is saying you have the ability right now to read the people that are surrounding you. You can pick up on their nuances, and you can, I'll do it this way. You can pick up on their nuances, and you can understand like the body language, and you understand what's going on with people right now. So it's time to take a different perspective on the way that you're looking at things. They're telling you to take a step back, from everything that you're currently dealing with. Just like step back and take a breath. They're telling you that your situation for dealing with the problem lies in your attitude that you have about the problem. There's a clue actually to things that happened in your past. So they're asking you to go back in the past. So if you're looking at something as a problem, it's going to be a problem. I think that's kind of what they're talking about. So they're saying stop seeing it as a problem and focus love and in the direction of it, and that you're seeing things to come like from a higher perspective. You're coming from the perspective of love, and you're coming from your higher self instead of your ego mind. So try and do that. Look at it from a different perspective. Also, there are seagull is telling you that everything has a purpose, so nothing is a mistake. Even when there's an issue, there's something that's needing to happen, like your lesson that you're learning from this. Nothing is happening accidentally. They want you to take a moment and sort through things. Also, they're telling you that there's too many things in your life right now that are cluttering up, and these things can be in your head. These things can be in your physical home. So if you see, I mean, this is how I like my home. This is my place, and everything's very, very clean, right? Neat and orderly. That's how I am able to think properly. That's how I'm able to process properly. Everything around me needs to be in its place. So they're asking you to get rid of things that clutter up. Get rid of things that are even thoughts that are cluttering your head. Any negative thinking. So that's one of the ways if you're looking at things from a higher perspective, right? You're going to be looking at things from a positive perspective instead of a negative perspective. So you're getting rid of the unnecessary junk that's cluttering up your head. What are they saying? And they're also saying that there's opportunity in everything. There's opportunity around you that you can find in the most unlikely places. If you're a seagull person, you're able to find this. Seagulls are very resilient. They're telling you that the point is that there's, as I said, that there's a time and place for everything. But they want you to remain optimistic about the reason for what's going on in the situation that you're in. You know, everything's happening as it's meant to happen, but why am I learning this lesson? What is it that you're trying to bring me? What is it that I'm not seeing? And that also comes to you at a time and a place. Everything is divine timing. And they want you to follow your instincts and trust them to guide you through this. Also, what they're telling you is there's an opportunity. If you're a seagull person, you know an opportunity when you see it, and you are able to stick to it and figure this out, and until you have fulfilled what you have been able to glean from this opportunity. Other people may not be able to see it. You're very productive in creating and using limited resources to their full advantage. As a seagull, you like to congregate with people, so you do well around people, and you've got no trouble defining yourself in a setting. So you have no trouble defining your boundaries. Have you ever seen seagulls? They definitely defend their territory. You'll often look people in the eye, and you have no problem challenging people to find a better way to resolve things. So you're kind of the person that's going to be a mediator. You're going to be the person you're not going to be the one who, you know, a lot of times people say, oh, I don't want to get involved, or, you know, it's not my, not my war, not my monkeys, whatever. But you're the person that's going to challenge the situation, say, look, you know, there's a better way for this. We can fix this in a more peaceful way. There's another alternative way of going about this. So this is a very positive sign that you have. You're fearless, and you'll often take a very healthy respect a way of looking at things, and you expect people to treat you with respect. Um, you're People get this about you. They recognize your ingenuity, and you're willing to challenge yourself and go outside of your comfort zone. And though people respect you, you do have a healthy respect for other people, but they must earn your respect. So you're not a doormat. You're not going to allow people to walk on you. You know, it's interesting. I was speaking to somebody today about this kind of whole situation. One of our neighbors, we were having a talk outside, and he says, yeah, but if you're an earthy person, and he means like a spiritual person, earthy person, then you will just accept everyone for who they are, and you should be okay with that. And I said, I'm not okay with that. And I said, just because I'm a spiritual person doesn't mean that it's okay for somebody to be disrespectful. It's okay for somebody to be unkind. And I said, because they were using the word, I'm not even going to say the word. They were talking about someone who was gay in a very disrespectful, condescending, very, very horrible, hurtful way. And they said it again and again. Not my neighbors, the people that were there that we were speaking about. And I waited and I said, you know what, you need to stop. You need to stop that. I go, that's just very unkind and very negative. It's hard enough for someone in this world to be gay without having you torture them on top of it. They have to internalize so many things as it is. And they wouldn't stop, and they kept going and going and got louder and louder. And the worst thing about it was this is their own brother. And I said, you know, it's bad enough for this person to struggle and deal with what he has to deal with, but to have to deal with it within his own family. And, you know, it doesn't even have to, you can take this and it doesn't even have to be about gay. It can be about anything. It can be about, I'm a spiritual person and my family doesn't understand that, and they belittle me and they make me feel bad about myself and they make me internalize who I truly am. That's a very, very difficult way to live and very unkind. And I said to this person today, I am a spiritual person. I am, and you have the right to believe whatever you want to believe. But I don't have to listen to you speak that way, and it's disrespectful. It's not a loving thing. So no, I'm not okay with it. So that's me challenging people. What else? I think I'm going to leave that for Seagull because I'm concerned that we might run out. You know how we have that always happening with this thing. I told you guys that I got a deck, and I have this deck already. Why is this doing this? It's doing odd things. But it's been revamped, and it's Tony Carmine Salerno. You know I love him. And this is the Universal Love deck. And you guys probably haven't seen, I haven't done a reading with this deck before because the cards that I had, they were just little paper cards, and it's just like a really small little deck. But they've done this deck, and the cards have been renewed. And look how beautiful they are. Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, the colors are beautiful. And they're a nice size, so I can show you guys. And these are the cards that we've had chosen for us today. So, the first one that we have is Answered Prayer. And they're basically saying that the universe has heard your call for help, and your prayer will soon be answered. They're telling you that you're going to expect a pleasant surprise in the coming weeks, which is awesome. And notice the butterfly. I should hold this up. Maybe I'll put it up. Well, I've been seeing butterflies all day today. Butterflies represent transformation. So there's a transformation in your life that's about to take place. A wonderful transformation is about to take place in your life. You know, this butterfly, she's the butterfly angel, and she knows your prayers, and she knows your heartfelt desires, and she knows your dreams and your fears. And what they're saying now is that soon she answers. She's going to answer this prayer, and this is the transformation that's taking place. And they're telling you to listen and allow, and to basically, it's just basically allow the feeling of love to fill your heart. This is an angel that's answering you. This is the butterfly angel of answered prayers. So this is a beautiful feeling and a beautiful light that's coming to you. The blue and the purple and the divine, all the beautiful colors around the angels, and just incredible looking. With the butterfly right in the center. All day today, I kept having butterflies fly around me. So they want you to embrace her and her wings. Look at the light coming off of her wings. So embrace this feeling of love and light, and recognize that you're loved unconditionally. And she's responding to the call that you send out. Spirit always hears our prayers. They always hear our prayers. And this prayer is answered, meaning what you've been asking for is coming. It doesn't mean that when you if what you ask for doesn't happen, doesn't mean you haven't been heard. It just means it either isn't time or that is not in your highest good. So they always answer us. They just maybe won't give you the answer that you want to hear. So there's a difference. So our next card is Love. And you see this beautiful girl. She's naked. She's vulnerable. And it's telling you to let love guide your speech and your thoughts and your actions. It talks about relationships dramatically improving. Because love heals everything. Love heals fear, love heals anger. It illuminates hearts and minds. So it talks about pathways that were previously hidden. Will all of a sudden you'll see them. Doorways that were previously closed will be opening, because people respond to this energy of love and positive energy. So what they want you to do is, anytime that you are about to react or respond to something out of fear, because what is the opposite of love is fear. So anytime that you are going to react in a negative way or respond to something, it's your ego fear that's speaking. So whenever this happens, they want you to replace that fear with love, and then you will be, you'll be astounded at how the situation is dramatically improved. So anytime you go to react is not good. Think and then act purposefully from a place of love. That's what they're telling you. So then the next one that we have is listening. I hope I'm holding this so that you can see it. Look at this. She's sleeping, right? She's in a dream state. She's naked, vulnerable, which means also that she's open. When you're naked, you're open. I'm standing before you, and there's a bright light shining down. And they're telling you that you're about to receive an important message from your higher self, or possibly from someone close to you that has passed into the spirit world. That would be the light shining down. So you're getting this answered prayer from your spiritual connection. So it's either your higher self or from someone you're connected to. And the information is going to be clarifying and shedding light on something that is very important to you. So it's coming to you over the coming days. There's nothing that you need to do. You just need to remain open to it. Don't look for it. It'll come. It'll find you. Just remain open to it and recognize that this is coming. I've had this happen. Whenever I get this message, it does happen. So I get mine a lot of times in dreams, but it'll come in a way that there will be there'll be no doubt that it's coming from spirit, and you'll understand. So they want you to bring your focus within and listen to intuitive nudges, to messages that you get from, there's all different sources. We have our animal messengers. We have messages on our Facebook pages, right? We have a lot of spiritual people. I get them through music. You get them through other people. Like they said, there could be an answered prayer coming from someone else. They could tell you something. Could be an email, a letter. But when the time is right, you're going to know it and you're going to understand it. And they're also telling you that it often happens when you least expect it. That's why they don't want you to look for it, but it's coming. So then the next one is another beautiful one. Miracles. Look at the pictures up. That's a picture of the forest. I always zoom in on the forest. It's like my favorite place. And the clouds above it, they look like they're, I don't know, they look like, it's like if you could look into those clouds, you could see faces. So they're telling you that, oops, sorry, I just totally knocked something off here. Hold on. I'm doing too many things at one time, and I don't normally, when I'm inside, I don't have anything to like distract you guys and have you look around. I've got nothing for you to look at. So I got to kind of pull it together here. So what they're telling you, I think what they're talking about, okay. So there's challenges that you're facing, the things that you're going through. They're talking about it being crucial to your future success, to what's coming through you. Sometimes things are tipped on their head, tops upside down, in order for you to see things from a different perspective. It talks about a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. And that's when the miracle is going to unfold. So they're saying that Spirit knows what you desire. We've already gotten that, the answered prayer, right? Spirit knows what your wishes are, what your dreams are, and what you desire. And they want that to happen for you. And every moment there are blessings in life. If we look for them, there's always miracles all day long, every single day. And what they're telling you is sometimes it just takes a moment for everything to change. So they want you to expect something really wonderful to be coming. That's what they're telling you. And I'm getting, oh, here I go. I didn't mean to do this. Our reading, our message tonight, I haven't posted it yet on my page because I've been doing a lot today. It's been a very emotional day, I told you. But the message that we got earlier is tantric union. And it goes along with these two messages that we're getting right now. You'll understand when you look at my page later and hear the tantric union, but it means something very important to me personally. So the next message that we're getting is sacred union. And you see this couple and they look like they're dancing. And it talks about through a touch or a word or a glance, you will find your beloved. And your beloved is your soulmate or your twin flame. And I need to show you straight up. The next message is soulmate. So they're all coming together, okay? So here this couple is dancing, and they're talking about a friendship that will blossom and transform into a physical and spiritual relationship, both. They're saying that this is a time when the magnetism of love and divine love, it's divine love. This isn't just a regular, this is a divine love. This is a spiritual union. This is what Spirit has been bringing forward for you. This is what you've been waiting for the ones that this is applying to. Not everyone's going to have this happen, but this is coming for the ones who know. And they're telling you that as you merge together with one another, your love is all embracing. Remember that fish that we had, that deep fish? I can't remember what it was, the anglerfish. How they talked about when it finds its mate, it blends into one another until they become one. They fuse together until they become one, and they see through one another's eyes. I see through my twin soul's eyes, so I understand what that is. But it talks about becoming one. That's truly becoming one. That is a sacred union, and that's what's in the process of happening right now in many of our lives right now. They call it the season of love, a time for romance and happiness. And they want you to look within yourself because you deserve this to happen. They talk about within you, you're just within the both of you, do you discover something spiritual, something wonderful, something beautiful. And they talk about the pearl that's within you, the pearl of fine value. And that's there between you and this sacred one that's coming together. And the next one we have is Soulmate. And you can see her emerging out of this lotus. And she's looking up and there's a rainbow behind her. The rainbow comes after the storm, right? And she's got the moon on top of her. She's the moon goddess. And the moon is the divine feminine. And she's raising herself up. And they're saying that love is divine. It's a universal energy of life. And it's alive. It's intelligent. And we are in constant communication with all creation. Love is everywhere for us. And when love calls, you go to her. So they want you to search for her no matter where the journey takes you. Somewhere another soul is in search of you as well. Somewhere a heart is filled with longing. Someone wants you too. Someone loves you as much as you love them. And they're telling you to go. Go to them. They're telling you that today's longing becomes tomorrow's joy. And until then, you will meet with your dreams. So, the reason I'm upset is because I dream with my twin soul all the time. And I know he's coming. And that's what they're showing me. And to my twin soul, they're saying, come. It's like we're calling them home. And this is the season and this is the time. And that's what they're showing us. And it's very emotional for me because I've waited a long time. And I know that it's coming. Now, if you're already with your soulmate, and you're already with your twin soul or your soulmate, because not all of us have our twin souls that incarnate on the physical plane. But they want you to remember to treasure and be grateful for the love that you have and share that with your beloved. Don't take them for granted. Be grateful for what you have. It's a very, very special thing. Love is a very, very special gift. And when somebody gives themselves to you, it's a beautiful thing. And we all are required to work on that and to, love and relationships. They're not easy. It's work. It's work for everybody. And a lot of people run from it because they're afraid, but it's worth the effort. It's worth waiting for the real love, and it's worth the effort that you put into it. Any love that you put into any situation is going to come out. Now, this soulmate connection or the sacred union can also take place between your spiritual self and you and your higher self, because the ones that don't connect with twin souls, their twin souls are in heaven or in spirit. And they guide you. That's your guardian angel. The ones of us who are lucky enough to have met our twin souls on this physical plane, it's an incredible feeling. I got to tell you, there's nothing like the energy you feel when you're with your twin soul. And it's a very difficult process, and it takes a long time for us to come together. And but it's definitely worth the wait. And it will be worth my wait. And I'm sorry I'm so emotional. I would like to share with you, if I could. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Interesting. I was given another card yesterday, and I didn't speak of it just now, but I thought I would ask, and I got it again. And I'm going to show you. It's the moon tree. And I told you that the moon is the divine feminine, and we all have that in us. The sun is the divine masculine, and the moon is the divine feminine. So the moon tree, when I saw this, it talks about an old idea that's going to resurface because conditions are right now. And the moon is in alignment with your heavenly star. Now look, there's the star, and the moon is now in alignment. So now the conditions are right. Now the conditions are ready for this nurturing of this. And with love and positive energy, you will achieve positive results to whatever this situation is. And the mysterious image on that card, that moon, it shows a majestic oak tree. And it's rooted in fertile soil. Now, an oak is very, very strong, and the roots run deep. And this is something that is not going to go away. It's grown strong and tall, and its branches are reaching out to the sky, and it's nourished by that spiritual moon. So it represents a marriage of some sort. The marriage of heaven and earth, the physical and the spiritual, or again, the sacred union through which something new is born. And I got all of these in unison. So there is major emphasis on twin souls coming back together and soulmates coming together. So that's why I'm super excited. I've missed him very, very much, and I love him, and I want him to come home. And I know it'll happen in divine timing, but it just feels like it's getting closer. So I'm excited, and for all of you others that this is coming for, I'm excited for you too. We're still running. I'm shocked. This is great. I wanted to let you know that if you want to follow me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on Sherri Columbus Angels Whisper and Angels Whisper Sherri Columbus. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. If you would like help with a personal reading, life coaching, I do Reiki, long distance Reiki healing, so if you'd like help with that, anything, you could go to my website and take a look and see what appeals to you. This is my path. This is what I love to do. If you need help with dream analysis, I'm also a dream analyst. I have two YouTube channels, both under the name Sherri Columbus. I told you I had to start a new one when I got my old one back. So there are videos on both of them. So you might want to check those both out and subscribe to both so you get videos. Sometimes my phone posts it to the wrong YouTube channel. I'm not sure why. What else? My email is sherricolumbus@yahoo.com. If you go to my website and you get lost, there's contact at the top to the right, and it takes you to my PayPal. Sometimes people have an issue with that, so they need to know that my email address is just my name, sherricolumbus@yahoo.com, because my other one got blocked out. If you want to subscribe to YouTube, you will be alerted to the videos when they're done, so you don't have to go looking for them. They'll be there. They'll give you a notice. So this worked out really well inside here. It's pretty in here. I like it in this room. It's peaceful. And I love my new cards, and I love this. This is my girlfriend, Kendra, that moved upstairs. This is her white furniture that we put in here instead of what we had here before. So this is a cool place to do it in here. It's bright enough so that you can see me if I don't get to do it outside. So thank you for putting up with the tears, and I love doing this. I love you guys, and I appreciate your support. I get some really kind emails from people telling me that they look forward to this, and that it really helps them, and I'm glad to hear that. It makes a big difference to me, because this is very important to me. This is my path. You know, I had a friend say yesterday, Sherri, you're very overwhelmed, and I feel like, you know, you help. Here we go again. You help so many people, and you need to start helping yourself. And I know I do. I'm tired, and I need a break. And I told you guys before, I was probably going to go on a sabbatical, and I think it's coming up. I've tried to go to Sedona. I haven't gotten to go there yet. I'm hoping the first part of September I'll be able to go and stay with my friend Ryan, and get myself centered, because California is really tough for me. The energy here is really tough. You know, they call California the ball of yarn. It's really, really tight. The energy does a lot. And the farther you get away from a ball of yarn, it unravels and things straighten out. So I'm able to get a better perspective. And I've just been here too long. I've been here way over my time period. I should have been back in Sedona. And I can't even remember why I brought that up. What was I saying? Oh, because he said, you know what, I think you need to quit your job. I think you need to do something else. He goes, you know, you take on, you draw sick people to you. And I said, this is my path, and I love it, and I would never quit this job. This job that I do, that I earn a living, I don't get paid for this. I do this for spirit, and I do this because I love you. And don't ever feel like that you can't come and ask me something. I mean, I do want to help as much as I can. I can't spend a lot of time with each person, because it is very energetically draining from me, and it is the way I earn my living. But I am there for people, and to hear back from you guys that what I do, like this work, this is how I help you. Often I'll say to people, you know, I'll talk to them, but then I'll say, you know, pay attention to the page, or listen to the weekly readings, because they come for all of us. And when you're asking for messages, Spirit will make sure that I get them, answers, and other people, and we will post them for you. You will get your answers if you look. So I'll often say, you know, pay attention to what I'm posting, and I won't be spending, you know, hours and hours on emails like I used to with you anymore, because I can't. It's just too energetically draining, and I do have to earn a living, and I do need to take care of myself, because clearly I'm run down. That's why I'm crying so easily, very tired. So thank you for bearing with that, and like I said, I love you guys, and have a great night. Peace.